Welcome to the RaceGrooves Weekend Show for the week ending February 5th, 2017. I normally make this video available on like Sunday, but it's Super Bowl Sunday in the USA. So I decided I'm going to start this video on Friday, start editing the video on Friday, and have it ready on Saturday. What that means is like today, Auto World, I had a video go live earlier on Saturday, but it's actually tomorrow because I had it scheduled. So the Auto World video is basically not going to be included in this video so that the weekend show could be available sooner. I'm going to shoot for, I got to hit Saturday nights or Sunday morning. It's the only way it's going to work, right? So let's go ahead and recap this week's videos. The KW Trucker, I always love your videos. To me, we're talking about Truckin Tuesday, and I did the Maisto trucks. The KW Trucker commented, I always love your videos. To me, these trucks are more aimed for kids. Yeah, the Maisto trucks are definitely, these Builder Zone are definitely targeting for kids. He said he's not into them, the ones that look like monster trucks. However, every now and then I buy the little 187 scale semis. I find out Walgreens, and I've seen those too. They're probably about this big, big rigs with the trailer. Maybe I'll do those as well. And he's saying there's also, he searched Google and he's seen bigger scale. But nonetheless, yep. So now I added a Maisto product to the Truckin Tuesday line. GameFox 2000 commented, what another Maisto review. It's been a long time since I did a Maisto video. The last one I think I did was when I did downhill racing with Maisto cars, fantasy cars. I need to do some more of the Maisto regular cars, licensed models. But anyways, he said, he's surprised that the company Maisto is making construction toys too. Well, you probably, like in Walmart, you probably should check half of the aisle, you know. Maisto makes a lot of products, you just don't realize. And they have the products in other stores as well. CJ Brown Bear, thank you for being a decent role model. You don't see that every day. Catch you later. You know, at YouTube, when you have your channel, you could do what you want to do, right? But for my channel, I decided I'm going to have a family-friendly content because RaceGrooves, my business, family-friendly content. So that's why the channel stays family-friendly, including the comment section. Thank you very much. Now in this video, you're seeing that I still had my track time set up from the last track time. I think it's 2016 D. As a matter of fact, let me show you some bonus footage. I thought that I would be able to get these trucks to go over the track, but guess what? They don't have that much torque to get up over the track. They're made for safety for kids, so if they meet any sort of resistance, the gears strip. Can you imagine a kid getting their fingers pinched in the wheels? So it seems like they're made to strip easily, or to slip, I should say, slip out of the gears very easily. To me, probably a safety reason. That's why I tried to do them going over the track first, and then I decided, well, that's not going to work. So I just showed them zipping along the carpet in the background. It's just a little review real quick to show how they work. And most kids are probably going to be playing with them in their living room or bedrooms anyways. But on that note, Chapman Films commented, I was hoping you would go outside and put some dirt and rocks in those dump trucks. Just kidding. But I love Truckin Tuesday. I'm enjoying doing them as well. Well, decided to go ahead and take them outside. There's some rocks right here, a little rock garden. So let me just go ahead and give you what you wanted. On Friday, I had a Hot Wheels Minecraft playsets video. Anonymous posted, this is the most boring set either. It may be cool with many other sets connected, but it is a waste of money itself. Now, some people might think that's rude, but you know what? You're free to post your opinion whether you like something or you don't, right? Just be respectful. Remember, I have a family-friendly channel, so you can't cuss. But if you have a constructive reason why you don't like it, you can say it, right? Because people are looking for other people's opinions as well. To be honest, I think the sets are a little boring, and it's not something that I would buy or buy for somebody else either. The Archer commented, I play Minecraft, and it is like that, but the abandoned mineshaft is more realistic. That's because there's 2 sets. So I asked viewers, are any of them realistic to the game? Because I don't play Minecraft. So thank you for sharing your opinion. Ronnie's Games, cool unboxing. I think the drops are too steep. Yeah, you know, it seems like an interesting product. It's a square. You turn it on each side, and it has like a different stunt. You know, most of the stunts, the cars just, I shouldn't say most. Some of the angles, cars just go too fast. Not my thing. I don't know. Mr. Dan and Harry agree. More for the Minecraft fans. I messed around hooking up some track, but you gotta really tweak everything just right, or the carts tend to tumble. So you can put like it has connectors that you can connect to the outside, and you know you've seen it in the pictures in the box. I talked about these things to where you can connect, but I didn't show the demonstration. I didn't demonstrate how to hook track to it. I didn't think the product was doing good enough on its own. Now I'm going to spend more time showing track working, connecting to it. It's kind of limited. You know, it's almost like an afterthought, but you know what? There are some spots to where you can hook track to it. I mentioned I'm going to start shooting the weekend show early. So this is probably what you've seen this morning in your YouTube subscription feed. Yep, Auto World. I did an Auto World case unboxing, and I'll try to feature some of your comments from that video next weekend. As far as Truckin' Tuesday goes, you know it's going to be collectibles or toys. Well, M2 started us off with their VW double cabs. Second week, I did Spin Master, Monster Truck movie toys. That video is doing pretty good, by the way. I had shared analytics before of the RaceGrooves weekend show and showed how, you know, only like 6 or 7% watched to the end. Let's take a look at the stats for this Truckin' Tuesday presentation. The Monster Trucks video is doing very good. You notice that swoop, look, the line doesn't drop off very steep. It kind of holds steady down there, 25%. And look at that, check out near the end. At nearly 12 minutes, 22% of viewers are still watching it. So that's why I'm glad that I'm going to include toys as well. Besides, I'm a toy car channel. I have toys and I have collectibles. And some collectibles are toys, you know. Of course, last week was these Builder Zone trucks, and what's going to be, you want a sneak peek at next Tuesday's Truckin' Tuesday? There you go. Johnny Lightning Gone Fishing. Johnny Lightning sent me their upcoming Gone Fishing line. So, let me take a break, and I'll be back with some special video content right after this. In a recent weekend show, I showed the Hot Wheels Camaros that are showing up at Walmart. Mike Barrett sent me a message asking if I had found the 67 Camaro with the painted engine. And I said, nope, I have not seen it. Not in any of the ones that I found. He said, asked if I want them. And I said, you know what? If you send it to me, I'd like to show people. Let me check, make sure there's no address or anything inside. I asked him, if you send it though, I'm going to open it up because I want to show people what a painted engine Camaro is. And he said, it's mine. I can decide what I want to do with it. So he sent me a couple Camaros. Let's see what we have here. So this is the, there's an 8-car set of Camaros showing up at Walmart. This is what this is the set. And I already showed it before. Well, the 67 Camaro, it has an opening hood. You see the hood opens? And sometimes people like to look for painted engines because normally the engine is silver. What did he send me? 2 of them? Wow, he sure did. I don't even have to tear one open. You can see it right there. But let's see. As you can tell, this one, the peg hook's a little bit bent right there. So we're gonna have to open up this one. Now, 67 Camaro collectors, they love collecting what they call the painted engine variation. And in my opinion, it's more of an error. What the deal is that when they paint the car brown, the hood, sometimes the hood gets stuck open, and then the engine gets painted brown. As you can see, it's kind of overspray, right? You can see the brown around the outside, but in the back, you can see where it's just regular silver, regular bare metal. So this is a painted engine variation that people seek out. Hey, you know what? If that's what you want to buy, go for it. If you enjoy collecting these kinds of things, to me, it's more of an error than a variation. But you know what? It's up to you guys. You call them what you want to call them. On Instagram, I have an Ask RaceGrooves image, and that's where you can post your questions through Instagram if you like, or you can use the hashtag, and then I can find it that way too. The Real James Spatial commented, he wrote, "Mark, I love your videos. The track time and the unboxing videos are some of my favorites. I'm curious, do you have any Hot Wheels NASCAR diecast in your collection? If so, I'd like to see what you got in your next weekend show." Well, it wasn't the next weekend show, but I have a whole stack to show you if you'd like to check them out. This one right here, NASCAR 2000, that's what it said on the top. This is kind of a special car right here because this is Adam Petty, and then sometime after this he died in a crash. So this is pretty neat to own. I'm not a big NASCAR fan, but this is, as a diecast collector, this is very nice to own. If you want to pause, there's a look at the back. Let me scoot this up just a little bit. You can pause there, or you can pause there. Right here you can see copyright 1999. This one right here, it says collect all the 1998 edition basic Hot Wheels Pro Racing cars. And we'll take a look at this one. Here's the Pro Racing line. This one was called Trading Paint. So it's a trading paint, so it has scuff marks on the car. And I enjoyed collecting Hot Wheels sponsored the Petties. And so number 43, 44, and 45 were 3 Petties driving the cars. Here's the 50th anniversary of NASCAR. This one's very cool. You can see you can see the paint scrapes as if it was getting into a little bit of racing. Rubbing is racing, right? Here you have, dropped that one. This one right here. These were pretty cool. They call it limited edition series, but I don't know how limited it was really. So I kind of just like the ones that were affiliated with the Hot Wheels, number 44. Got your little pit crew toolbox, right? And they had several different cars, but I just stuck to the ones that I liked, mainly entertainment stuff. So, you know, it's kind of fun to collect McDonald's things. So I have this McDonald's piece as well. The next 4 are copyright 1998. You're going to have to pause to search for that. Up in the corner again, it's Test Track 1999. And then it says Collector Edition. So this is number 1 of 4. And this would be number 1. And see, this is when I first started collecting, so I thought I had to have all of them. Here's number 2, number 3, and number 4. I don't know how I got this Hot Wheels Racing Nesquik Jeff Green number 10. It's on a different kind of card. It's almost like it's a promo piece, maybe a serial mail-in. I have no idea how I got it. But there you go. This is a copyright 2000 on this one. This one is a copyright 1999. We have Pit Cruisers. Now this is the kind of stuff that I thought, you know what, this is what I would like to buy, because they took a Hot Wheels model and then they put NASCAR decos on it. So this was number 10, Tide. I decided these are going to be fun to collect. And I have some more to show you in just a second. Here we go. Let's go ahead and show some more of the Hot Wheels Racing line. Now, some of these, I think most of these had rubber tires. It's really hard for me to tell which ones do and which ones don't. Here you have Kyle Petty in silver chrome. Here you have a Cartoon Network. There's the Powerpuff Girls on the hood. Here you have Mojo Jojo. Cartoon Network right here in the back, number 75. There's another number 44 Hot Wheels. This was a nice decoration. This is how the car actually looked when it was racing NASCAR. And this one again, I don't know how this one was made available. It's a promo piece because there's no barcode. So it must have been some kind of mail-in or something. I picked it up off of a dealer thinking, oh, gotta have everything. Well, I don't have to have everything anymore. Here's a close-up in case you haven't seen that one before. Here we go, 2001 Hot Wheels Racing continues. So Mattel had a relationship with NASCAR for several years, and they were producing products. And this one, you know, I collect red, white, and blue, so I gotta have this one. Well, you know what? There's a lot of red, white, and blue NASCARs. Mark Martin, his car was red, white, and blue. And then they would change the decorations every year just slightly. It's like, you know what? It's too much. I'm not going to branch off into the NASCAR. I got a couple, or I got a handful, and that's enough. Here you have number 5 Kellogg's with Tony the Tiger on there. So, you know, this fun stuff with characters, I used to like to get that. Oh, yeah, there you go. And that's what I was talking about. Is this one Mark Munn? I don't remember if this number 12. I thought it was number 5 or something. Does it say who this is? Don't even know. I think it says Jerry Wright or somebody right there. Now here you go. Here's another 2001 piece. You have the Way Too Fast Hot Wheels model, decorated with number 96 McDonald's graphics. And I believe that they would have like Way Too Fast would have 4 different drivers, 4 different decos. So those are definitely the stuff that I wanted to focus on. Here's number 44 again, like I said. This is a sweet piece right here. You got your GMC motorhome, triple axle. It's even got the Goodyear tampos on the tires. I have 2 right now, right here, but I do have a whole tub of all the. There was a lot of different cars that they used. T-Bucket, I think go-kart, even scorching scooters. So I have a whole lot. I'm going to save those for another video. It's too much just for here. But I just happened to go through one of my boxes that are here at the shop. And so I can show you now. Now this 57 T-Bird looks fantastic with the Next Quick logos. And I love those white wall tires. Here's another one with white wall tires. Again, 57 T-Bird and Pfizer tampos. Pfizer sponsorship, I should say. And 57 Chevy. This one's fantastic. Rubber tires, Goodyear tampos, license decoration, Tony the Tiger. Like that rake, looks fantastic. This is, I definitely have a couple of these. Last but not least, M&M's number 36. There's 4 different colors. I do not remember which color was the harder one to obtain. One of them was definitely more expensive to purchase off of the secondary market, but I do not remember how these were made available. Could have been regular store items. I'm not sure. This pink looks really nice. Yellow. And lastly, black. Kind of like a Halloween a bit. You can see the orange on the number 36 is dripping the paint. So black and orange M&Ms. Kind of a Halloween theme. Halloween theme. And Snickers on the tail there. Okay, coming up next, Ask RaceGrooves. By the way, I forgot to apologize for the drapery here. I was trying to cut down on the echo. I have purchased, another thing I forgot. Sorry about this. Somebody asked for my, I forgot what the phrase is. Anyways, those Hall of Fame I'm going to try to remember to show next time. But as far as the echo, you know, people are using these foam blocks. I bought them and then they show up. I bought them from Amazon. They show up and they weren't supposed to be flat. I don't know what happens. And then I realized that they ship them face up, face down. So I'm gonna be making a wall. You know, some gamers do that. A lot of gamers. You put that and help deflect the echo. So for now, I put some over here. I put some drapes. Hopefully that helped this show. But I have something else coming that I'm gonna attach those to. So hopefully I'm doing pretty good on time. We're shooting for that 30 to 35 minute mark for the weekend show. And Ask RaceGrooves, 4th Fiesta. He was watching a Matchbox video and he asked about the Crop Master. And he asked, is that a new wheel type? I didn't know myself, so I posted that question to the RaceGrooves community, and Brom said, no, it's been used before. Fail man, ask RaceGrooves, which is the worst Hot Wheels car you've ever seen? And I have two models that I say that I don't care for. One is Cyclops. The other one I've talked about. Let's see if somebody remembers and they can put it in the comments. Tony knows, will you have special guests on your weekend shows? Yep, that second segment there with video, that would make sense, right? Have a special guest, and that would make perfect sense for that video segment. Chris Cage, Diecast 98, ask RaceGrooves, why is it so hard to find Kit? Yeah, the Knight Industries 2000 Kit Knight Rider, very popular car. When it was first out a 3 years ago, I think I found one or two. That was it. This time around, I found a couple. Look, it's a popular car, and it's very nice to own. It's a TV car. It's a known car. And maybe there's Knight Rider collectors who liked it. They don't like Hot Wheels. They don't collect Hot Wheels, but they want to get that car. So it's just a popular car. Got to spend a little more time, find out when the store's stock, and you got to beat the other guy. Adam Nosek, hey Mark, I've tested it, and the Mega Bloks figures won't fit to Tankinator. I'm really curious where to get figures that will fit. I can't tell you. Some fit and some don't. Justin Good, when was the first time you started playing with Hot Wheels, and what made you start really wanting to do a YouTube channel about them? You know what? I had Hot Wheels when I was a kid back in the 60s, but as far as an adult, look, I bought toys for my kids in the 90s. They were born by, and I bought a couple cars here and there. 98, I just started, collecting gung-ho. But by 2000, it's like people were so, the package has to be mint. And it's like, they're toys. So you know what, by 2000, I was kind of getting into the fun aspect. They're toys. They're supposed to be played with. On a little bit of a side note, I attended the 1998 Hot Wheels convention. They had downhill racing, and that's what got me into, that's definitely something that got me into the downhill racing aspect. Furcorn fan, ask RaceGrooves, I have this yellow pony up. It has a Circle Flame logo in the front. I was wondering if it is a treasure hunt. I think you've asked before. I'm not sure. But his pony up right there, if you look at the nose of the car, you can see the Circle Flame logo. Well, if you check this image, this is from, I think this is what he has. And if you look at the front of the car, right on the hood, you see the Circle Flame logo. But if I show you the full package, it's just a regular issue. In 2009, I think it was an HW Designs. And that's before the Circle Flame logo stood for treasure hunt. It was just a regular logo. Sorry, a regular car. Cool car, great for the track. Not a treasure hunt. KP, ask RaceGrooves. This was via Twitter. Have you ever done a video of Matchbox versus Hot Wheels track time? I haven't. I try to keep brands separate to their own videos. But in the future, Matchbox and other brands, they're not built for the boosters, loops, and curves, right? They're just not designed for them. But for downhill racing, yeah, maybe someday in the future I can do a interbreed of brands downhill racing competition. On that note, quite a few people, when they like a video on YouTube, it shares it to Twitter. So I appreciate these people here who take the time to like a video and then allow that to show up in their Twitter feed to help spread the videos. Thank you. Ryan Smith, I enjoy the idea of this show, but 43 minutes, I'd watch these videos if they weren't so drawn out and long. You're right, I'm working on it. What happened last week? I didn't keep an eye on. I bought a timer, and I didn't keep an eye on my timer. My fault. I got to shoot for 30 and 35 minutes. I already looked at the statistics. I know. You're right. That's what I'm aiming for. Adam Nosek, thank you for the video. It makes sense that the tank will be compatible with Mega Bloks. If I am not wrong, Mattel owns them. I have that car and some Halo Mega Bloks figures. I'll try it. And these two questions should have been together. So some Mega Bloks figures work with the Ride-Ons and some don't. Some Lego minifigures work with some and some don't. All things awesome. Hey Mark, another great video. Now that you have a weekend show on Truckin' Tuesdays, are you brainstorming your next show? Yeah, I do have one, and it will not necessarily be Hot Wheels, but to pass along some of your great knowledge. Yeah, that's part of the weekend show, right? You ask a question, and then here, especially in the Ask RaceGrooves section, that's where I'll talk about collecting and tips and stuff like that. I don't expect to make standalone videos. I have some, and people don't necessarily seek them out. So we keep getting new people in the hobby, new, and then they want to keep asking the same questions. And so I can't make videos every time somebody asks, what is a treasure hunt? I've already made a video talking about it. But from time to time, I'll talk about it here in the RaceGrooves Weekend Show. If people want to participate in the channel and participate in RaceGrooves, it could show questions of that type of nature could show up in the Weekend Show. Fame Zoo, I like your videos. Hope you can do more track time. Yep, I'm trying to get track time like every 3 to 4 weeks because I got to get caught up. I'm a year behind. On that note, I could be having a feature coming up involving track and stuff like that. That could be the other one I'm working on I can't talk about yet. Justin Barber asked RaceGrooves. This was posted on the last Weekend Show. And if you have questions, you can use the hashtag AskRaceGrooves on any video and I'll find it. You can use it on Instagram, Twitter. As a matter of fact, on Instagram, look for the one that says February, and that's the one that I'll be referring to for February weekend shows. So he's been collecting since 1995, getting to the point that he doesn't want to do it anymore. In my local area, there are collectors that pay the store, and I snipped the rest. He had a long comment. I'm going to snip it off. He's saying that store employees are telling him, hey, if you pay me, I'll get you the cars. You know what? Find another store. You got to find somewhere else to go. That's just the way it is. I ain't going to pay no store employee for the cars. No way. Lord Thomas Decree, from your experience, is the Blue Yeti any good, mate? Well, I'm using it, but yeah, it's fantastic. It's one of the top microphones that you can purchase, right? But I can't talk about any of the technical specs or anything. I'm kind of learning how to use it myself. Remember, before I was using mainly lapel mics, but for like the weekend show, I don't want a lapel mic sitting there. And this kind of sounds pretty good. I have it sit right here. I need to get better. I got to figure out what I can do. And not only that, when I figure out how to use my soundproofing, I'm definitely going to be using the Yeti. It just makes it easier for me. Pablo, nice to see the high-speed wheels get some attention. I showed them in the last weekend show. And he said in Brazil, they were peg warmers since they cost 3 times more than basic cars. Well, they were basically 3 times more than basic cars here as well. But the deal, if you guys don't know, in Brazil, it's expensive down there. So, regular Hot Wheels, $2 and $3. And then if it's triple that, now it's $9. Kind of expensive, And for the most part, they were just, a lot of them were fantasy models. I showed the Ford GT, and then there was that other Ford convertible, whatever it was. Kind of expensive for just fantasy models. Raminator 22. Hey, RaceGrooves, can I send something to you? Yeah, you can. The mailing address is down in the description below. Keep in mind, I got thousands, tens of thousands of cars, right? So it might show up in a weekend show. It might not. Yeah, you can send them to the address down in the description. Retro Zone Neon. He has 2 posts, and I don't know if he changed his mind or he wanted to phrase it a different way, so I'll read them both. Hey, RaceGrooves, what are some ways I can increase the visibility of my videos within YouTube's algorithm? And his other question was, what are some ways I can make my videos appeal to the mainstream better instead of just the toy collector audience? My recommendation is tentpole events. And tentpole events are like, let's say, holidays. You have Valentine's Day. You have Easter, whatever. So those kind of videos are more popular during that time. So you can plan ahead. And now the problem is that you do mostly action figures or whatnot. So it helps for you to do a tentpole video that relates to an event, right? Because people are searching for that event. Another thing to do as far as your audience, your videos in general, it would help if you filmed in an area where it wasn't windy, okay? Because that's not necessarily appealing to viewers, right? Now, this isn't quite what you're saying, but you're saying make your videos appeal, right? And I generally won't be able to, I know people are going to want me now to check out their channel and give them a review. Ain't going to happen, okay? I got things to do, but people can learn from what I'm sharing here. Yeah, so it's very important. Lighting is important. You do very good with the lighting. The sound, you got to get in a place to where it's not windy, right? People don't want to hear that wind, or you got to get a sock or it's called a dead cat to cover the thing. If you're recording with your phone, phones are fantastic, right? But you can also buy an external microphone that plugs into the jack, and then you can, on top of that, you can have something covering the microphone so it doesn't get that wind noise. But as far as YouTube's algorithm, good luck, buddy. I'm fighting the same battle, I'll have some videos that get views for a couple days or whatnot, and then flatline, nothing. In the past, your videos kind of would show up in people. They still show up in people's feeds, but the problem is that people are subscribed to so many channels now, including me, over 1,000 channels I'm subscribed to, and I don't necessarily have the time to watch everybody's video, right? That's what you're fighting against. People are subscribed to so many channels. So even if you gain subscribers, how are you going to make it compelling for them to watch that video when it shows up in their feed, right? So your personality is very important. It's definitely important that you be authentic to who you are. Don't try to be somebody else. Be authentic to who you are. I was RaceGrooves before YouTube, okay? I started collecting in 1998. By 2002, I patented my own track. I was doing birthday parties for kids. YouTube didn't even start till 2006. I made my account in 2006 to make sure I had my name. So I did a few videos, but 2009, gung-ho, let's do this, right? But you see, that's 2009. I already been collecting for 11 years. I had already been doing birthday parties for kids for 7 years, I'm not sure. So when I started YouTube, I already had all this going for me. And I was already known in the diecast collecting community before YouTube. So some people think, Mark's popular because he started before everybody else. No, there's more stuff to that, okay? It's be entertaining, be informational, okay? There's a lot of things you can do to help your channel. So to make it more appealing, I talked about the audio, that would help. Try to do tentpole regarding certain things. Now let's say Star Wars comes out on July 1st, the new Star Wars movie, right there. It would be beneficial to you to have some type of Star Wars videos at that time, okay? That's how you might get caught up in the algorithm. I hope that helped you out. And I'll just wrap up with one quick question. Smitty Man 2727, Mark, what happened to the 360 camera? I still have it, but I learned the limitations from using it, right? So I have it set aside for now. Maybe I'll bring it back out in the future. But I have a whole lot of other things I got to do first. That was on my shoulder the whole time? Why didn't you guys tell me? In the meantime, thank you for watching another RaceGrooves Weekend Show. Of course, here are some selected videos for you to check out. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe so RaceGrooves shows up in your subscription feed. In the meantime, have fun with your toys and happy collecting. Bye-bye.